A strange friendship. In the jungle, there was a large lake. It was full of frogs. There was not a single fish in it, but the lake was very prosperous with larvae and many other different kinds of water insects. The frogs lived there, frisking joyfully. All of them were very big and chumby. The lake was very deep. Most often, the frogs came up of the water and waited on the bank in the sun. If any enemy approached, they all dipped down deep into the water, and so they were very safe from dangers. Once an old and feeble snake chanced to come near the lake. It saw from afar thousands of frogs basking in the sun. Seeing this magnificent sight, the snake forgot itself and coveted to have a great feast, dreaming of a luxurious food that was going to have. The snake came running to the lake delightfully, but sadly to say that all the frogs jumped back into the river and dipped down into the deep water. Disappointedly, the snake stood on the bank completely inert. The snake thought of a lot of plans to get the frogs in possession without straining. Suddenly, it was struck with a new idea. The snake lay on the bank with the expression of an ascetic. A little time later, some grown-up frogs peeped out through the water. They saw the snake lying on the bank with a mild and serene face. Seeing that the frogs were watching fixedly, the snake spoke to them in a grave and aristocratic voice. My dear co-beings, I am no more your foe. Look into my eyes. Don't you see the expression of a snake that repents of for all of its past rude and unduly doings? I have come to you to atone for my sins. I heard the vocation of God. He sanctified my whole life on condition that I might spend my further life in service of the frogs, because I had been very cruel to you since the beginning. The snake stopped. The frog said, we don't believe you. You are a liar. The snake said, don't misunderstand me. I am telling the truth that God purified my mind and I will never tempt you. Telling so, the snake cried aloud. The frogs felt sorry for it. They neared the snake even though with fear in minds. The snake invited the frogs to sit on its back and to have a ride along the bank. The frogs did as the snake wanted and enjoyed their lives. The snake became very tired for it had no food to eat. Sensing the deplorable condition of the snake, the leader of the frogs told the snake to taste 1 or 2 little frogs per day. This was the situation the snake most wanted. Reluctantly, it accepted the frog's suggestion. The snake began to catch little frogs one by one. When some dissociated frog happened to come to the snake's way, it was also caught. Very soon, the snake became fatty and it continued its hunting with and without the knowing of the grown-up frogs. Gradually, the number of the frogs reduced to some great extent, and only then could the frogs know that they have hospitality to an unwanted guest.